PEX. It all depends on the amount of true, sincere, religious concentration, religion, you bring to bear on your object. An act of pure attention, if you can, will bring its own answer, and you choose the object like meditation. Concentrate upon, which will best focus your consciousness. Every real discovery made, every serious, significant discovery ever reached was reached and made by divination, he claims. Columbus discovered America by a sort of divination. The soul stirs and makes an act of pure attention, and that is discovery. The science of the auger or the haruspeck was not as foolish as our modern sciences like economics. If the hot liver of the victim, and here's the haruspeck now, cleared the soul of the haruspex and made him capable of that ultimate inward attention which alone tells us the last thing we need to know, why quarrel with the haruspex? To him the universe was alive, the whole universe, and in quivering rapport. To him the blood was conscious. He thought with his heart. To him the blood was the red, talking about the Mexican ceremonies and the pyramids and the Aztec and other civilizations before that in Central America, of taking the heart or liver out of the victim and holding it up. What were they doing? What kind of crazy stuff was that? Well, here he tells you. He understands. I think he's right. I've never heard anyone tell it better. To him the blood was the red and shining stream of consciousness itself. Hence to him the liver, that great organ where the blood struggles and overcomes death, as it were, was an object of profound mystery. It stirred his soul, purified his consciousness, for it was also his victim. So he gazed into the hot liver that had, strange lines and maps. Every liver apparently is different. That was mapped out in fields and regions like the sky of stars. But these fields and regions were those of the red shining consciousness that runs through the whole of animal creation, and therefore it must contain the answer to his own blood's question. It's the same with the study of stars. Whatever object will bring the consciousness into a state of pure attention in a time of perplexity will also give back the answer to that perplexity. But it's truly a question of divination. Well, you see, you have some really interesting insight into living by the cosmos, the real quick of death, and I really have to end it there and move on to a little bit of the chosen. But if you have any question about Lawrence before I move on, and I'll sum it up at the end, let me ask you now. Anyone want me to say anything more about Lawrence? It's an easy read, and I'll ask you to discuss some of these things like divination, the haruspex, living by the cosmos, things of that kind in an essay. So you can bring your books, you can bring some notes on note cards, and hopefully you can write something that Noel can understand. Has some meaning for you. And look at the chosen here. Remember we said that this is about two young religious boys. The first group are more religious. Danny is the representative of the first group of a Hasidic sect that the Jews call Hasidism. We have them here in Long Beach, up on Long Beach Boulevard. You see them, black costumes, beards, and things. There are different groups of Hasids. Most of them follow an individual called the Rebbe, R-E-B-B-E. Danny is the son of one of these leaders. As he says in page 9 of chapter 1, the first page of my book, they go back to the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov is this, means master of the good name. So Jesus is really, in Christianity, kind of Baal Shem Tov. He's always able to do miracles in the name of God. The master of the good name would be someone who could do miracles in the name of God. It's some kind of latter-day Jesusism in Judaism, following these spiritual, almost magic conscious leaders. They often are interested in what is now popularly called Kabbalah, pronounced by some Kabbalah, but